Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to check out another beer. I'm going to take a look at one from Breckenridge Brewery out of Littleton, Colorado. This one is actually called their Autumn Ale. This is considered to be an old ale, comes in at 6% ABV. I do not have any information yet on the IBU, but if I find it, I'll place that on the description of the beer. Highlighted by Bavarian hops and Munich malts as listed on here. So this is one I have not tried before, so looking forward to checking this one out. Best glassware, usually an English pint or a snifter, which I'm going to use right here. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into the glass. So we go ahead and get it into the snifter glass. As you can see, pours out a nice 2-finger head. The head is actually a tan head, has pretty good creaminess to the head. Can't see anything into it. Pretty much a really dark, I would say kind of a ruby brown color. Some light can get through it if you put a light on it, but taking it out of the light, you cannot see through it in any way. It's just that dark. Nice tight bubbles on there. Nothing else really to talk about as much on the appearance, but for an old ale, yeah, it's supposed to be dark and this type of color, so it looks good. How about an aroma? On the aroma, you get the sweetness of the hops that come right out of the glass, a nice moderate note of aroma. Get a little bit of that roasted sense, you get a little bit of that burnt sense in there, a little bit of a caramel or toffee type sweetness. On the back end, get a slight pinch of the hops, kind of a little bit of a slight earthy smell there, but mostly it's really the malts that are malt forward out of here. Nothing else too much that I can detect off that aroma, but it does have a nice smell. How about the taste? The taste is actually pleasant. The texture almost kind of has like a chewiness to it. It is wet. Not as much of a dry texture, but a smooth aftertaste. Not really any astringency on the back. Mouthfeel's okay. You can really feel it kind of down in the lower part of the mouth, with kind of this tingling sensation. Definitely sits on the tongue. Has a medium body. Pretty much pleasant aftertaste. Like no taste of the alcohol. Just if anything is that slight. You get that, those tingling causes that kind of a chewy type sensation, but outside of that, not too bad. As far as some of the ratings on this beer, Rate Beer actually has it as a 50 overall, 31 for style, so they're not very high on it. Beer Advocate has it as an 81 good, and back when the bros used to rate beer, it was 84 for good. And as far as Untapped, average is about 3.65 bottle caps. Carbonation's between soft and lively. You know it's there, but it's not really pushing too much. This one, with that chewiness, I think you could actually look at a cigar with this beer as well. And with a lot of the dark beers, cigars seem to match up, but this one I think would actually work well too. And anything else with it is probably just that little bit of texture that does make it a little bit watery. But overall, I think the beer itself, it's not bad. It's something definitely worth trying from Breckenridge to Autumn Ale. If you're not familiar with old ales, you definitely want to check this one out to see how it may compare, see if you might like that style. One of the things with old ales is usually you have a strong dark fruit sensation. I'm not picking that up too much in here, and a lot of times that might be something like some of that licorice or raisin, prune, things along those lines, flavors that'll come out. So I'm not usually a huge fan of those, so I don't mind not missing it in this one, but that's just something to be aware of if you start trying some of the old ales out there. But for me, overall, I think this one, I think it's okay. I think it does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't knock me back too much. I don't think it's as harsh as what the Rate Beer score is, but I think that where Beer Advocate has it is probably kind of all right. I would give this one a B-. Better than kind of your average beers out there, but not anything to really get it to a next level. Overall, I guess, kind of pleasant. So if you had this one before, the Autumn Ale from Breckenridge, let me know. Put some comments in the comment section. Love to get your feedback on it. And with that, I'm going to say cheers. Go ahead and finish drinking this one. Hopefully come back in a little bit with another beer. But as always, try to enjoy some good craft beer out there. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button as well. And as always, if you want to stay up to speed on the videos and you haven't done so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can also be aware of those. With that, I say cheers. I look forward to seeing you next time.